It's Downtown Luke, and we back again. It's day 10 of the NBA season, and yesterday, day 9, was a good one. There were 10 games in the association last night, and that gave us a chance to elevate our 43-15 record. Ultimately, we had a good day going 7 for 10, with 3 of those losses coming in games decided by 2 points or less. But sometimes that's the way the ball bounces. A win is a win, and a loss is a loss. That puts our record at a respectable 50-18 on the season so far. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Kevin Durant finally silenced his haters, me, with 31 points and finally giving the Rockets their second win of the season. The Celtics need to bench Pritchard and start Simons. Pritchard is now shooting a mind-boggling 18% from 3, which equates only slightly more efficient than a Shaq free throw. Pritchard is now going to be known as Brickard because 18% is just abysmal. Game 3, the Orlando Magic are quickly falling into that I told you so category. I told you they weren't very good. I told you Banchero wasn't their best player. I told you they were being super corny by using Desmond Bane as a marketing piece trying to emulate Batman's Bane. Orlando has officially taken over the spot that Miami vacated. They are the worst team in the East. Fine, not the worst, the second worst. This next team in Game 3 is the worst. The Nets. The Nets Hawks. Do I really need to get into this game too much? Probably not. Cam Thomas had a bad game like we predicted, but the Hawks somehow still managed to win without Trae Young. I see you, Trae. You not slick, player. I know what you're doing. Hey, look where these boys at. The Chicago Bulls are now at the top of the East with a 4-0 record. But for how long are they going to stay on the top of the East? Looking at their next 11 games, I'm only optimistically predicting that they win 4 of those games. So I'm still confidently putting the Bulls at 5, 6, maybe 7 in the East. Let's move on to the Mavericks. The Mavericks cannot wait to get Kyrie back. March cannot come soon enough. The Mavs only won by 2 against the Indiana injury replacement team. We're going to go on a little tangent here. I do not like fouling up 3, which is what the Mavs did to try to seal this game. And it almost backfired. Low-key, I've honestly been really wanting to talk about this a lot since last year. Okay, so you're up 3, and the other team has the ball. Assuming we don't foul at all, the absolute worst outcome of this situation is overtime. Not a loss. We win or it's overtime. There's a 0% chance of losing in this situation. All of the pressure is on the other team to make a highly contested shot. The chances of making that shot from the average three-point percentage of about 36% drop to 20% in the cases where a team shoots a 3, down 3 in the final seconds of a game. And even further, the stats show that even if they make a 3 and force overtime, that team only goes on to win 38% of the time. Now let's go ahead and look at what you would do in the situation if you foul. Team that's losing, who had all the pressure, now loses all the pressure because we have to attempt to make a foul at the perfect time on the right player and before they start their shooting motion. You take where we had control, where all we had to do was play defense solidly, and you give the control to the referees to see if they make the actually correct call in these high tense situations. And because you're up 3, the other team actually has no pressure in making these free throws. They can't tie the game in this moment or win the game in this moment. So, in fact, they want to make the first one and miss the second one. And then take the last shot like a la Hallie Magic did to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the playoffs.
Better job of getting open.
Misses. Halliburton the rebound. 9 seconds. They do have a timeout. Carlisle's going to let him play. Halliburton steps back and hits. Tyrese Halliburton trying to take Cleveland's heart.
As you see, all of the pressure was on the Cavaliers to secure this rebound. And when they don't, Now you have scrambling defense, and Halliburton made them pay with the game winner. That right there was a shot that effectively ended the Cavs' season. Now let's go to scenario 2, where we foul and the team actually makes both free throws. Now the pressure's back on us because we have to inbound the ball. And in these situations, low-key, inbounding the ball is one of the hardest things to do and one of the most underrated skills you could have as a basketball player. And say you do get the ball inbounded, now you have the pressure of actually making both free throws, which the other team didn't have, because you want to continue to be up 3 and not give a chance to lose on a 3 instead of tied on a 3. What goes from, dang, they made a hell of a shot, let's go get them in overtime, to how the hell are you missing free throws, which we know a lot of people miss free throws. It's a knock on some of the most legendary players in their careers, is that they miss crucial free throws. I don't care what the analysts say. You have a 0% chance of losing if you don't foul. And when you do foul, you lose all control of the situation, and you do have a chance of losing. The math on the probability of winning after fouling is varied, and it varies from about 75% to 90% because of all the individual little outcomes that have to happen for you to now secure your victory. Instead, it went to one thing having to happen, play good defense, to now multiple things having to happen for you to win. But even at the best, the winning percentage is 90% you're going to win. Whereas the winning percentage of if you didn't foul is 20% they make the shot, and 30% even if you go into overtime, which is 92% of the time you're going to win, even if you go into overtime. So the math actually favors not fouling in this situation. I mean, this doesn't even take into account fan experience. We don't want to sit there and watch free throws determine games. We want to see win or loss. Imagine being an NFL team being up 8, not 7, because 7 would be more like 2, 8 would be more like 3, and you commit a defensive holding penalty as soon as the play starts because you don't want the other team to get a Hail Mary. It doesn't happen because it's stupid. You don't commit fouls or penalties to stop the other team from winning. You should be punished a lot more in these situations. So don't foul up 3, guys. It's going to work out even if you don't, most likely. So just play solid defense and stop fouling. As y'all can see, I'm pretty passionate about this subject, but we're going to move on. The only time Zion beats the Nuggets is when he orders a 10-piece off the McDonald's menu. Jokic ties the record of having 4 straight triple-doubles to start the season. Go ahead and bet on him to break that record on Halloween versus the team that we're about to talk about next, the Blazers. And yeah, the Blazers beat the Jazz in another one of those close games. But my only takeaway from this game was the Jazz shot 49 free throws and lost. That's special. The Lakers squeezed by the Timberwolves minus Anthony Edwards, with another Austin Reeves should be the focal point of the Lakers offense game. And the Grizz get by the Suns on heroics from Ja Morant and just overmatching a weak Suns team. Free D-Book soon. And finally, there's 4 games tonight. That means we could possibly leave tonight with a 54-18 record. And these 4 games seem like there's 3 layups in here. So Hornets over the Magic, because this team is showing me I can't believe in Magic. And I love Harry Potter. The Warriors get a real test tonight, going to visit the Bucks. And I think they're going to come out victorious in a free throw shooting competition because they got the 2 of the best free throw shooters in NBA history. Wizards have absolutely no chance against the Thunder. The only thing derailing the Thunder from a repeat championship is injuries in the playoffs. And finally, we got a real spicy game here between the Heat and the Spurs. I am inclined to take the Spurs because they're at home, but I'm going to continue my fake hate watch against Wemby. Look for Jamie Jaquez Jr. to continue to improve that 6th Man of the Year award that I think he's going to win. Heat going to take the Spurs on and end their undefeated season. I know we ranted a little bit, so we're not going to have no shots from downtown today. But as always, peace, stay up, downtown out.